testing.
Okay, now we're good.
Okay, I guess.
Okay,
Yay.
no worries. We're still learning. Hello, can you hear us now?
Can you hear us through
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Awesome.
sorry about that.
Okay. I screwed it up now.
That's okay.
You're good. You're good.
All right, we got more people. So as people come in, just make sure you press submit so they can
Sure.
make it in.
Okay, I can go first.
All right.
All right. I should get the vinyls.
Oh yeah, bring them over. So we're gonna do our Cowboy Bebop listening party, and then we got more people coming in. And then towards the end, Gavin, if you want to stick around, we can talk about how this next week's stream is gonna work, our D&D stream. Okay.
Alright.
You can sit down, Scarlett.
Sure. Okay. So, the first order of business, I want to ask the people that are in the Zoom right now, are you all also in our Discord server?
Yes.
Okay. So, for those who might be joining the stream that aren't, I will get a link. Oh, okay, we can admit people. New people are still coming in. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi. So I will
Hello.
send an invite link to our Discord server, because how we are going to do this is Discord has a feature that allows you to it like implements Spotify within the Discord, so you can join something called a jam session, which is very fitting for Cowboy Bebop, and so everybody can just click on that invite link, and hopefully, if all works well, then everyone can listen to it on their devices, and we can all share our favorite parts of the soundtrack together, and everybody will be on track.
You can get the bit song later.
Oh, okay. Hello. Okay, I will send an invite link to the Discord in our Zoom. Does that work for everyone who needs to join the Discord for this? Oh, I'm seeing people pour in. Awesome. Is there a way to send that same link in Restream as well?
I think you spaced the link. No?
Okay, let me minimize this. And
You might have to control click.
You can. I think you just don't have it copied.
No, we've been having pasting issues. Hold down control and then click.
Control. And then click.
Paste.
Paste.
There you go.
Oh, this
Is
this was.
a link to our Discord server, so you can join the listening party and listen along.
Sweet.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay, looks like we've got everything working. Other than that, the only thing that we would need to check is just like whether or not people on their own devices can hear the sound coming from the jam session. So should I guess if everyone's ready and has clicked on...
You can check on Spotify.
Oh, you can check who's on there?
Yeah. Yeah, there's one other person in there.
Oh, okay. So...
I was listening earlier.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
So if you just go in the general chat for everyone else who's on the Discord, there should be a pinned comment there that talks about basically how all of this is going to work, and also like under that is the invite link. So I will play a song in there right now to test it out, and you all can let me know whether or not the sound is coming through for you on your own devices.
Never seen a bluer sky. Yeah, I can feel it reaching out and moving closer. There's something about blue.
Album that we are going to play is actually not that one. The one that is on our list first up. We have two different ones we're going to play. We're going to play an album, and we're also going to play an EP that has some of like the music that Raj did for the movie. Our special guest, Raj Ramaya, that will come in here at some point within the stream. So, our first album.
Oh, Raj is coming.
Oh, Raj is coming in right now, actually.
Hey.
Hello! Please welcome our special guest, Raj Ramaya.
Good to see you all. So what are we talking about some music you're working on for Cowboy Bebop?
Okay, nice one, guys. Yeah, I just got back from Anime Midwest in Chicago, where we did some Cowboy Bebop songs. And yeah, it was great. I did 2 shows in Chicago, so it was a really great time. Are any of you from the Midwest? Anybody? Yeah? So-
Indiana.
Indiana? Oh, wow. Okay, great. Yeah. Great crowds out in Chicago. Everyone's so enthusiastic. It was really nice, actually. I went to Anime Central and Anime Midwest out there, so it's been really great crowds. So I played back-to-back two of those cons out there, so it was a really good time, actually. Have any of you been out to Anime Central or Anime Midwest? No? Any con goers at all? No? Yeah.
Occasionally.
You gonna play some music for us?
Who, me?
Yeah, you're gonna.
This is Gavin. He's going to be one of our game masters.
Okay, great.
We're
So,
going to talk about the D&D stuff towards the end.
sweet. So all of you are D&D players?
I don't know if anyone else is. They might be. But
They will be.
Yeah, they will be.
After that, yeah.
Here, we got
Okay.
someone waiting. Why don't we admit
Oh,
that?
okay.
Okay, I'll come back and join you in a bit. Let you guys get started with the D&D thing. So.
No, first is the listening party.
okay.
Okay, I think everyone
Got one
is
more person.
admitted.
Dope.
All right. So, for those of you that are just joining now, hello. We are going to start a listening party of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. This is reiterating for everyone else. We're hosting it through Discord, through an integrated thing called a jam session, which is very fitting for Cowboy Bebop, I suppose. And so if you go on, if you join our Discord server, in a pinned comment, you will see the instructions on how to join our jam session, as well as underneath it there will be the invite to join, and you can just listen on your device. We chose this because Zoom audio wasn't very good at replaying the music, and we could not hear it no matter what we did. So we are using that so that everybody can, put their headphones on or whatever, and get the full listening experience along with us as we go track by track. So, the first album that we're going to play in this jam session of ours is Cowboy Bebop Original Motion Picture Soundtrack, which is the first soundtrack album that was released for Cowboy Bebop. If this thing is squeaking. And, just like in our previous stream, if you missed it, Raj received a vinyl from the convention that he was at, a vinyl box set of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. And here is the first album that we are going to play. Oh, this glory. Let me take it out. So you have a visual representation of it here. You can see the set list here, even though it's mirrored in Zoom at least. And let's start playing Cowboy Bebop.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
we cannot play the actual audio of it on our stream.
The copyright police
By
will
any
come
chance,
get
do you
us.
offer any other free events and or classes on Zoom? We will be having
Yes, definitely.
weekly, or it's bi-weekly, I think, are our community streams now, right?
Yeah, free events and or classes. Yeah, so, oh, can you admit, Brett?
I got it.
Oh, sure.
So we have all kinds of classes and workshops that are scheduled and coming up. So Scarlett, if you could drop a link to our website in the chat, so
Sure.
so that you can see. If you go to our website, you can see all the upcoming events. Every other week, we're going to be doing these community streams. So this week is our listening party, and then the weeks we're not doing community streams, we'll be doing our D&D streams. So I run Dungeons and Dragons, and also Gavin here runs Dungeons and Dragons, sitting in that cool music studio holding a bass. He's going to be running a campaign as well, and that's going to be next week. And that's free. To answer your question, Michael, I think your name is Michael. It's free for members. So if you pick up a membership, you get your first month of membership free on our website. Scarlett will paste the link in. You can actually register for some of those events. We also have events, of course, with our roster of professional voice actors. So we've got one with Morgan Berry coming up, and there's another one that I just scheduled the other day. Scarlett, can you go to
Sure.
learn voice acting for anime?
I don't know if the stream can see this, but
Change the scene.
Here, let me change the scene real quick.
okay.
Yeah, I'll show you since you asked. Browser scene. So, I believe you all can. Everyone watching the stream can see this, but if you go to workshops, voiceover workshops, yeah, we've got Morgan Berry coming up and Jameson Price. So these people have done lots of different voices from different animes. Scarlett can definitely tell you all about them.
Yes. For our intro to anime and dubbing voiceover workshop, we have not only we are not going to only have the input of an amazing voice actress that has done stuff for Freyren, Food Wars, Love Live. I personally am a huge Love Live fan, so I'm really excited about that. But on that same stream, there's also going to be an ADR, like a dubbing director, who's done things like Attack on Titan. He's done all the big stuff for things like for companies such as Crunchyroll and Funimation. So that's a really cool workshop that is coming up.
All right, Scarlett, if you want to switch it back, what you do is you go to OBS and click on the scene. So we want the Zoom scene right now.
Okay, so let me just make a comment, like a quote comment here. Join this link to access our Discord server, and there will be an invite to our listening party and instructions. That's not how you spell that. In the pinned comment in general chat. Awesome. Okay, I think we have everything set up now. So, let's get to talking about the song that's playing right now. The song that's playing is Rush from the first album, Cowboy Bebop. And the crazy thing about some of these, we have a lot of fun facts about this. And the one that I had for this one is kind of a reiteration of something that we said in the first stream. And that is, like, the music for Cowboy Bebop, like, wasn't it? It was only recorded, like, a lot of, especially the instrumental tracks, like, it was a different process for the vocals, but for the instrumental tracks, they were usually recorded in, like, only 1 or 2 takes, and the seatbelts, to introduce them to everybody, they were essentially a super group of, that Yoko Kanno created of musicians from all different parts of the world, that were like the best of the best, extremely virtuosic in their instruments. And so the thing that is that like they basically they played their instruments like as if they were like just a part of themselves. It was really crazy how they could just improvise like such impressive different like all the solos in it were just like from these one or two takes, and the fact that their minds were so innovative to be able to create those things shows not only the cooperation it's the cooperation that went into not only Yoko Kanno making such great compositions, but also the performers having such like amazing chemistry and working off of each other in some really cool ways that were expressed in this soundtrack.
Oh, that's just good jazz.
Just
You gotta,
good
you
jazz.
gotta be friends with the people to know how to play with them,
Right.
because their personalities like come out in their music.
Yeah,
They
and
bring it to life.
on the previous stream we learned that like a lot of them were actually sort of like friends in real life as well, because they like all of the ones from Japan sort of like they were all sort of living in the same district, in the same vicinity as each other, so they were like neighbors, so they knew each other with their speaking together with their musical instruments as well as just in real life, so they
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
different conversation.
yeah.
Not one with words, but one with notes.
And that's the end of that song.
It's Bad Dog
Oh.
No Biscuits. Oh wait, what? Oh, never mind.
Doki Doki! Oh, okay. I have a lot to say about this one, but I'm gonna have to think about it. Let me turn this down so I can hear my thoughts while I'm streaming. Okay, so this was a fun fact performed by an incredible harmonica player that has now unfortunately passed away, named Ryuichiro Seno, that I was like fangirling about his work on the other stream, if you know that one. And so, hold on, I am very, very nervous. Let me collect myself. When I was, so I've been doing research on a whole bunch of stuff on the seatbelts, like attempting to because there is so much information out there on each of the members. If you just like look through their discog, like look through interviews that they've done, so many amazing things that you can learn from just looking at each of the performers individually. Even it's almost made me want to become sort of like a seatbelts historian, the way people are like Beatles historians and look up everything that you could possibly know about like the Beatles recordings and things like that, because you can find so much of that, like a lot of that information on like each of the seatbelts if you look deep down. I found a lot of really incredible information about Ryuichiro Seno. Even though he has now passed away, there is a website that his wife made, as well as an Instagram account that updates that I believe was created by his son. And the Instagram account showcases his performances through the years, and then there's also the website showcases like all of these journal entries and research and interviews and stuff that he had made, researching like, oh, someone's in the waiting room, I apologize. There's some like super amazing discoveries and sort of like research findings that he made when he was just researching blues as a genre in general, and like I learned through that just like how much of not only an amazingly virtuosic musician he was, but just generally a good guy who really wanted to learn about the history of the music that he was playing and be able to like effectively tell those stories to people from that history through his music. And there was one specific thing that like he acknowledged that really stuck with me, and that was the fact that music, even though it's like a universal language, people who are from different cultures who are expressing like the same sort of feelings, everyone individually, you know, has their own experiences in life, and that contributes to their, you know, way of expressing themselves and method of expressing themselves differently. So different cultures, even if they are playing in the same music genre, they will have different approaches to it. So he was a person that was very respectful and acknowledged that his music would not be expressed in like the exact same way as the people that he was inspired by. So he decided that he wanted to be able to find out how to like express his own experiences as inspired by those genres of blues in his own way and develop like his own sort of style of harmonica playing that didn't sound like anybody else. Sorry, people keep getting admitted into here. And he definitely succeeded in that. I will tell you that his style is so like immediately, instantly recognizable as his own. His nickname, fun fact, was Weeping Harp Seno, because he was able to create these sounds using the harmonica that sounded almost human, that sounded like possibly like a human like crying or screaming, or these very like these very specific like intense emotions, and was able to just like express that through the sound, through music itself. So yeah, that's the fun facts about, and I think you all should definitely by the way check out that website, which I can probably send a link to in
So
here.
what? For what? Oh, the thing that he said?
Yeah. The website that his wife made, because there's a section of it that has like different journal entries and different interviews that he did.
Yeah, but the thing you were saying about like how like all the experiences kind of like everyone has their own different experience in music and how that comes out. That's kind of how like jazz like was made. It was just a bunch of people in a room from all different backgrounds playing music together, and then it's got combined, and that's how jazz was pretty much how like jazz was born.
Yeah, and
In New Orleans.
I think the reason that Cowboy Bebop's music in particular is like so different from the approach of other soundtracks that try to like play off of those same genres is that it wasn't like what Yoko Kanno wasn't making was like a pastiche. When she was hired by Shinichiro Watanabe, he said to make music not like copying those, but make something in the spirit of jazz musicians, because the genre that they were inspired by, bebop, was created by doing something that was completely different than what everybody was doing, like going off of like doing something completely unique and different, and expressing feelings that weren't always in the jazz textbooks or whatever, what was being taught as the like traditional way to do jazz. So Yoko Kanno, I guess, decided to mix all of these genres in a way that was sort of like in a similar mindset to that.
Scarlett, looks like we have a comment
Is that
in the Zoom meeting.
in the
Oh, it was just people that left.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And we've been talking for a little while, but not actually introducing the next track. The next track is Bad Dog No Biscuits. And that actually segues incredibly well into what we were saying about the track, because this one, like, when Yoko Kanno like created things that were inspired by other genres, like she didn't it wasn't in that way of a pastiche, like I was saying. Some of them would even just like, some of them were so like filled with love and careful research to each of the different music genres that like she paid homage so well that some people assumed that she was like plagiarizing or something. There are things on Twitter that you will see of people being like, oh, Yoko Kanno like copied this musical thing, because, and that shows, that like goes to show just how good she was at making like an homage to something. Because I think Bad Dog No Biscuits, it starts out almost as like a cover that takes passages from like the songs that she was inspired by, right?
Yeah, a little bit sounds familiar to some tracks.
So there was one thing about this track. I think have you guys seen like the any like of the Seatbelts live videos that are out there on like YouTube and stuff?
I don't think I have.
The only one that I have been able to find, this is very much like there are gaps in my hyperfixation knowledge on the seatbelts that I cannot stand there being gaps in my hyperfixation knowledge about thing. And one of those is Shibuya AX 2000, which was a live show that this song, I think, was actually featured in. Well, Bad Dog No Biscuits was, I'm not sure if Cat Blues was, which is the song it just transitioned into as I was talking about Bad Dog No Biscuits, but that's okay. So one of the songs for that I believe that was in Shibuya AX 2000 was Bad Dog No Biscuits. But the thing is, on YouTube, there are only like highlight reels of that you can find, and I think that's only what was released on DVD as well of the concert Shibuya AX 2000 that only have like a select few songs, and there are some songs if you go onto the CD box set, like the CD box set, which I can actually show.
You want me to get you something?
Sure. You know the pamphlet that has a gun on it. The pamphlet that has a gun on it.
This guy.
Yes, gun pamphlet.
Oh, hi, Leon.
Hello.
Hey there.
So
How you guys do? How you guys doing?
Good.
we're doing
How are you?
good.
Well, for me, horrible actually.
Oh dang, I'm sorry to hear that.
We see so far today. I mean, it's so horrible.
Well, you're
Well, I'm
here.
saving my friend. I want to go.
Bebop music. Maybe we can turn that around for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can lighten the mood.
Scarlett
Well.
was just talking about this
Oh,
song
yeah.
from a concert.
Okay, so there was a super special thing called
Well.
the Cowboy Bebop CD box set that I.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get.
Yeah, I think we pulled it out on the previous stream.
So this actually has like the set list
Sorry,
of
I
things
didn't-
that were performed at Shibuya AX 2000. But the thing about this is on like DVD releases and even on the CD box set, only like a select few of the songs are like the videos and audio of them are available to the public, I think. And this has songs like even that I think it has songs that Raj was a part of, like songwriting and singing. So I think he performed in this one because it has Ask DNA here, which is a song
We can
that
ask
he
him.
sang. Yeah, once he comes here, we can ask
I
him
mean,
about
it
that.
was great. I mean, great so far.
Sitting in his office.
Should we ask him?
So we're going to Fan Expo next month. A Sino costume, and then wearing a Zion Williamson sneakers. That's part of my list.
Okay, so we were just talking about the
Cowboy
Shibuya
Bebop.
AX. I think this one was for 2001. I don't know if there were different ones.
Is that?
You're
No, it's
welcome.
okay. I'm good.
Hello, please welcome Roger Maya again. He's back. Let's go. Okay, so we were showing that in the CD box set, it has like I think you were talking about maybe this performance or a different one, but it has a set list of songs that were from Shibuya AX 2000, which was a live performance that the Seatbelts did. But I feel like there's like gaps in my hyperfixation knowledge, which I cannot stand to have, and that's the fact that like publicly, I think it was the only ones that were released were like a select few songs. There was like a highlight reel, I think, that was released of the concert, and
way
like
more than me. Okay.
not the actual thing.
Is there actual footage of that concert out there? I'm not even sure.
I think it's very sparse now.
Yeah, that was what I think that was what I was saying was
Like
on.
lost media.
Yeah, we have Seatbelts Lost Media because on YouTube they have like those select few songs on there, which I think is like they have Tank, they have I think Bad Dog No Biscuit, and they have Want It All Back.
Oh, great.
But you were also a part of that.
Sorry, my network bandwidth.
DNA and things like that.
So, yeah. It was like it's really weird. I wonder why there isn't anything on YouTube for that. It should have been right. Even 2000. When did YouTube start? What year did YouTube start?
2006.
Yeah,
Network
so
bandwidth
YouTube,
low.
That's why.
Oh, there's like a bunch of stuff that people like upload to YouTube from like a while ago. There's like footage of like the Nevada like unplugged live like on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Where would you find it? I guess you could find it
Great
on
network
the
bandwidth.
Japanese-
Just some digging.
on Nico
That-
Nico Doga?
That's it.
Nico Nico Doga or something like that.
Because
Yeah.
there's a Cowboy Bebop track called Digging.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, probably on a Japanese streaming platform. All the stuff would be right.
Yeah.
You
probably.
think so? Yeah.
Maybe
I
that's some like
wonder.
video site.
Cause like I've been I don't you guys will know about this because I promise you I'm finally finished with all the research on that darn YouTube video that I might possibly want to create and put on the Strawberry Hill Studio website about like all of the history that I've collected here about the seatbelts so I can say it in a more eloquent, non-nervous manner than I am doing now. And so I've been trying to look for the rest of the footage, like anywhere that I can, and it's just not
Are you serious?
Oh, no way!
Someone
I
already,
wonder if it's the book I researched.
somebody already beat you to it.
Is it the 33 and 1/3?
I think so. Here's Knock on Heaven's Door. There's another book.
Oh, I have not seen this one. Okay, exclusive footage of another Cowboy Bebop book that talks about the production of.
I think this might be in the movie, no?
Yeah, this is a production of the movie, which is the one that Raj worked on. And it has like.
And it saws the Obi strip too.
Yeah. Oh, is this like a transcript?
Let me see. I think this might be like the storyboard, no?
Yeah, it looks like it's like
looks like a
frames from the
storyboard.
movie based on, and then it like all storyboarded out. Okay, we have some exclusive memorabilia we're showing off here. I have not seen this in my life. No way. Okay, that's super cool.
Okay,
Anyways.
let's do this. I love production.
So, back to the songs that we are listening to. This is Space Lion, which is an incredibly legendary
I said you go watch. I said you go wait.
Written by
I'll be right back when I
wrote this book
Wow.
about
Watch
the history of
football.
Bebop also.
Oh, he just said we'll be right back.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Oh,
Bye,
look,
see
look at
you.
the screensaver. Okay, cool. Very cool.
See you, Space Cowboy. Okay, so this was actually one of the books that I did do my research with, is a book published by 33 and 1/3 on the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack by someone named Rose Bridges, who has done a lot of like research on like educational research on anime soundtracks, and it talked a lot about how the music for Cowboy Bebop was created in relation to like the production of the show itself, and also like how the music works like in harmony with the show. We can actually talk a little bit about that.
There's a thing about the EP on here.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay, so as I was saying, this track Space Lion is an incredibly legendary piece by the Seatbelts. And do you know who is the person that does the saxophone work on this song? I'm wondering, it's probably Masato Honda. Don't quote me on that. It might have been someone else in the Seatbelts. But I think the person that does the saxophone on this song is Masato Honda, which shows just like how much of a diverse, different like range of genres the Seatbelts were originally from. Because Masato Honda is a legend in not only like the jazz community for being a part of the Seatbelts now, which is another huge part of his legend, but also he is or was a part of a very famous jazz fusion group, Japanese jazz fusion called T Square, which was like.
Oh, I love T Square.
I knew that was gonna make you perk up. Okay, so.
That guy's a goat. I love that guy.
Yeah, so if you know anything about Japanese jazz fusion, there were like two really big jazz fusion bands at the time, and those were Cassiopeia and T Square. And Masato Honda.
Cassiopeia.
Yes, Cassiopeia is so good.
Cassiopeia's goated.
Yeah, and the thing about T Square was when Masato Honda joined the group, because he wasn't initially, he brought sort of like. He showed a lot of the Japanese public that even though Japanese fusion, or like just jazz fusion in general, sort of had this reputation of like of nostalgia or being corny and maybe too happy for the public or whatever, he showed that like through his authenticity, through his like very extremely powerful performing and the virtuosic and super like fast techniques that he was like able to pull off on some of the songs and the amazing like melodies that he had made for them, that like there could be there's something even genuine and so genuine and authentic in any music that has like heart put into it, no matter what genre it's in. Like as long as it's had heart in it, like you can tell when things like aren't phony or whatever. So like he brought like he brought a whole new audience to jazz fusion, as well as just T squared in general doing that. And so yeah, Masato Honda is someone who is very incredibly legendary and super cool. He's also worked, I believe, with Shina Ringo. Shina Ringo was a super popular, like, I would say she's a pop artist, I guess, because she was like one of the most popular artists in Japan around the same time as Hikaru Utada, but she is a genius songwriter that has worked in like her albums span a whole bunch of variety of genres from jazz to rock, just sort of like the Seatbelts discography does. I love her work, and apparently I learned through my research that Masato Honda was also a session musician for Shina Ringo. I showed Shina Ringo to you, I think, yeah, when we were doing like music sharing stuff. So yeah. Oh, so the next track that is playing right now is Waltz
I
for
love this.
Zizi.
I love this song. I love Waltz for Zizi.
Yeah, and
The
this
song makes me sad.
it makes you sad.
Bro, I was like, that. Like, whenever they play this, they're just like, damn. Like,
Yeah, I think the thing about Cowboy Bebop's music that made it different from other soundtracks is like another thing about that, because I'm like saying so many like things freaking out about how cool it is also you have to give credit, I think, to Shinichiro Watanabe, the director of Cowboy Bebop, for like how he directed the show and the order in which things in the show were produced, because even though like they had like a basic story set up when Yoko Kanno went on the production, but Yoko Kanno came in and she wrote like I said this on the first stream, that she wrote like 3 times as much music as they actually needed for the show. So they like rewrote the show around the music that she wrote to almost be sort of like a big for the story to be sort of like a big music video of sorts, like not only scoring it but being a part of the story itself. And so like when you think of like it goes to show that when you think of like these songs and when you hear these songs, like immediately like how vividly you can, even without the visuals, you can imagine in your mind like the sort of vibe and the story that it represents.
Yeah.
Because the music like sort of told the story in tandem with the visuals instead of just like accompanying the story along for the ride. It was part of the storytelling and had its own experiences to tell, and like all the Seatbelts members like really stood out and told their story through this story. It was like a collaborative effort between the music and the people making the visuals, like in not as much of a linear way of just like, okay, we made this plot, now we need things to go along with these, now we need music to go along with these scenes. In this case, it was like, okay, we have this music, now we need scenes to go along with this music.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like Bad Dog No Biscuits, right? It's like that song is literally like the scene where that song is playing is when they're chasing a dog.
Yeah.
And it's like bad dog, and it keeps running away.
Bad dog.
Yeah.
And this track as well, the guitar player on this, I believe, is Tsuneo Imahori, right?
Imahori? I didn't know that.
Who did, yeah.
But he's a goat.
Yeah, Tsuneo Imahori was another super standout musician that I'm gonna geek out about on stream again, because Tsuneo Imahori was, for one thing, he was the guitarist for like most of the Seatbelts songs. I think he was like their primary guitarist that they would go to for like whatever genre they needed, whether it be rock or blues or jazz or whatever. But he also was the person that made the soundtrack to the original Trigun. He made the soundtrack to Hajime no Ippo. He made the soundtrack to Gungrave. He did a whole bunch of super cool stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. Also, like Shinichiro Watanabe, like you can tell this guy like loves music, cause like and also like how you were talking about how it intertwines, everything he makes intertwines with like the music intertwines with the content. like if you look at Samurai Champloo, literally that
It's like based around hip hop.
yeah hip hop, and then like Kids on the Slope. That's literally just a series about jazz. Like they just play jazz, and it's like everything he makes, he very strongly intertwines the music within the visuals.
Yeah, and a thing about the seatbelts is that like apparently like according to something that Raj also said in the first stream, like or maybe it was in the podcast that I worked up for research. I don't know. Anyways, besides that, Raj at some point said that like when you were in like the music industry for anime or TV or whatever, if you said that like if you were in the seatbelts, people like knew who you were immediately, and people knew you were legit. So like that also came with like for Shinichiro Watanabe, because of how amazing like his music direction would be on Cowboy Bebop and others of his works. He would go on to be the music director for like not even works that he was the general director of, like Sunny Boy just recently, right? He was the musical director.
I think so, yeah. Also, like, it was very, Sunny Boy's music was like so good. I love Sunny Boy.
Yeah, you were showing that music to me in that music sharing thing that we were talking about, and I really loved the music in that as well. I haven't even talked about the song that's playing. Oh my gosh.
Piano Black.
Piano Black.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yoko Kanno, I think, did like the majority of like the piano playing for the seatbelts, or probably all of it.
Player.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most composers. I think that's kind of like a very common thing with composers.
That's a composer thing.
Yeah.
'Cause you have to know
like,
piano to be able to like do the notation and all of that sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm looking at my notes. Yeah. Cowboy Bebop in general, like as we were talking about, it changed the game for like not only how music was integrated into anime, but also like how it changed the game for releasing anime music in general. I think Raj told us something about the fact. Actually, no. I think I am mixing up my research. I'm not gonna say who said what because I'm wondering if he said in the stream or if it was something from the research that I did. Otherwise, in anime before this, like in the previous era of anime, like before Cowboy Bebop came out, most of the music that would be released for anime that would be like image songs, like not songs that were particularly in the show, but just like they were songs sung by like different characters in the show, like based on their personality or whatever. They would give them like little songs and put them on a CD or whatever, and that was the majority of it. There were soundtrack CDs and that sort of thing, but Cowboy Bebop really showed the anime like industry overall how important it would be to have music that could work like as a standalone thing, something that didn't have to be like tied to like we were saying, something that didn't have to be tied to watching the show, to be something that you could immediately envision the emotions of the song. A work that could just be like, you know, just a good album, not having to be just a good soundtrack album. And so when they released the Cowboy Bebop like music and stuff like that, especially over here in the West and just like in an international audience, it was like it was a big success to release the music for the series, and that's why there's still like different physicals being released even today with this music in it.
I went into the record store the other day and I saw the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. I was just there. I'm like, and I told like the cashier, I'm like, you should listen to this. He was like, oh, give it a shot. Like,
give it a shot.
Like some like I don't know. I'm gonna go into a rant. I like this one guy, this one cashier at this record store I go to is kind of like a stuck-up old dude, but whatever. That's a tangent for another day.
Stuck-up old dudes that won't give anime music a chance.
Should we do one or two more songs and then talk about some upcoming workshops?
Sure. Let me see which ones are.
Too good to bad.
See, we're almost at an hour, so why don't we do one more song?
How far down are we? I think we're like halfway through. No.
And then we can do like we can do our little
Just scroll up a little
interjection.
bit. Yeah, we're like.
Okay, we're halfway through. So after this song, we can like do our little interjection.
Yeah.
Advertisement. Okay. So this song that we are listening to is "Too Good, Too Bad." Oh my gosh, what scene was this like a part of?
Oh God. Probably somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle. I'm supposed to be the seatbelts expert here. Gosh darn it, and I don't have my bag.
Shame on you, Scarlett.
Oh no. Oh no. Because like the thing about the seatbelts is, as I said, there's so much like information scattered around about them that like even sometimes you will find out that the versions of the songs that are on the soundtrack aren't even the ones that they ended up using like in the anime. There are some songs, even though I said that they were usually made in 1 or 2 takes, sometimes the second take was actually the one that they would use in the anime, but the first take would be the one that was on the soundtrack, or vice versa, like on the soundtrack CDs or whatever, or cassettes or whatever it was at that time, because I'm a zoomer. Anywho, so even for there's a new
Oh, that's probably Josh. That's probably Josh Corey.
Who's Josh Corey?
Oh, he does a lot of work for us helping coordinate events.
Oh, dope.
Hi,
Everyone,
Josh.
please welcome Josh. Hello.
Hello.
What's up, Josh?
Josh is super helpful and integral to Strawberry Hill.
If it's the Josh that we're all thinking.
I
So
think
far,
so.
All depends what Josh are you thinking?
Definitely not you, Josh.
Oh my gosh. What? That's rude.
What? Oh, right. We're like hyping him up.
Oh.
No, we're thinking of you.
Oh, good. Well, I'm actually on my way home right now. So my bus was supposed to be here half an hour ago, and it has not shown yet.
Oh
So
my gosh.
kind of calling it remote.
Thanks for stopping by, even still.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
That's happened to me way too many times.
Okay, let's pause.
Oh.
this.
What did I miss?
Okay. So, we had just paused the jam session now. So, I will describe a little bit about what we've been doing, since there have been some things in the chat since then. So
Okay.
through our Discord, we have been doing a Cowboy Bebop listening party. So we have a link in chat to join the Discord server if you are not yet a part of it. And how it works is you join the link to gain access to our server, and then there will be an invite in like a pinned comment in the general chat that talks about the instructions on how to join something that we're doing right now that is called a jam session in the spirit of Cowboy Bebop, which is an integration like feature of Spotify through Discord, where you can listen along track by track as on your own device as we listen to it on our own device, mostly because Zoom's audio like features of playing audio for everyone else to hear do not work so well.
Ah, okay, cool.
So Spotify gave us a chance for everybody to like listen along on their own devices, and then we can all like share our thoughts about the songs together.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So what's been played so far?
We have been going through the first Cowboy Bebop album, and we can show the vinyl of it again. The Cowboy Bebop original motion picture soundtrack, I believe it's called. Which was
OST 1.
Yeah, or OST 1. Oh,
Okay,
cool. Either, but we'll do that later. But right now, Austin had something he wanted to interject as an intermission.
Yeah, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about some of our upcoming workshops, namely one that is coming up really soon that we're really excited about, which is Gavin's Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Thank you, Gavin, for sticking around. And you guys, Gavin's been running D&D for many years, and he's got this really cool campaign planned called Refuge that I'm going to be playing in as well. And it's going to be live streamed next week. So Gavin's going to share a little bit about his concept, and then we will show you how you can actually sign up and live stream Dungeons and Dragons with us.
That's interesting.
Hey. So as Austin was saying, I'm going to be running D&D next week on Tuesday night. Um, that's 5:30 p.m. if you're over in the Pacific Coast, or 8:30 if you live in the Midwest like I do. Um, I'll be up late with you guys, and so Refuge. It's in a campaign setting that I've been running for several years now. I've run several campaigns in this world, and Refuge is a special place. Um, the idea behind the island is that it is the last ditch effort of the Divine Order to sort of survive after getting their butts kicked in a great war. Um, and so a lot of the people that are coming to refuge are, people seeking asylum. And it's kind of just, it's a fledgling settlement. Think, it's a frigid, cold environment, but there's sort of like a Wild West, lawlessness to it. That they're trying to get a foothold, and there's monsters that are interfering, and there's raiders that are interfering, and there's always the threat that um, the nation that beat them, the uh, Caltonians of Argos, will come and try to start something again. So you'd be playing a character that's come to refuge either because they are running from something, maybe their past, maybe persecution. You could be going there because you're a mercenary looking for lucrative work. You could be just interested in chronicling the culture and the climate. Whatever reasons you have come to refuge, it's a fresh start, and the people there desperately need your help.
Yeah, I'll be playing a cleric character that is affiliated with one of the churches in the world of the game. So you can definitely join me and help work. We can work on our D&D and improv and voice acting skills all at the same time.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we have a link to the campaign, and actually, let me show you a little bit about what it looks like, if you don't mind, Scarlett.
Sure.
And then after this, Josh does a bunch of amazing work helping us coordinate other events. So maybe he could say a few words about some that are upcoming. But for now, let me
Potentially. Potentially.
It doesn't have to be fancy, and I have the browser pulled up here. So we're on the browser. Oh wait, you guys can't see this on Zoom.
What?
I have the browser pulled up on the stream.
Oh, you can share.
Yeah, I could share my screen.
Oh, that might share a different screen.
Let me share my screen here. Entire screen, desktop one.
I think
Let me do desktop two.
Yeah, that's
Share the screen.
Zoom allow. Oh, we have to quit and reopen. Okay, I'm not going to do that, obviously.
Never mind, don't share the screen.
We shared a link, though. Yep, if you click that link in the Zoom chat, it will take you to the same screen that I'm looking at over here on the stream.
And it's also it should be in the chat for people watching on the live stream as well.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, Instagram, or what's the other platform we're using? Then you'll see it in the chat as well. But this is the page for the D&D stream where you can register. If you grab a membership, or if you might already have one. If you don't already have one, you can pick one up for free for your first month. And the event is in 6 days, and that's how you start registering for Gavin's D&D stream. And then after that, you can just communicate with him over Zoom, over Discord, to work out the details of what kind of character you want to play and what kind of voice you want to practice and improvise in. So that's sort of
Very nice.
how that works. And are there any questions about that?
Feel free to ask him now. I'm here. I'm able to help.
Well, other than that, like I said, Josh is here, who is one of our coordinators. He does a lot of work working with our professional roster of professional voice actors, like Jameson Price and Morgan Berry, who have some amazing workshops coming up. And there's another one coming up in August that's not on the website yet. Josh, who was the voice actor for that one?
Yes, that would be Mark Allen Jr. He'll be coming back to do a character analysis, a character scene and character analysis, I should say, for anime and video games. That will be Saturday, August the 24th, if I'm not mistaken, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you for the info.
you can join Mark Allen's workshop very soon. I'm probably going to have it up on the website by the end of the day, if not very soon. So just keep checking back on that workshop page on our website. I'll give that link in the chat as well.
And you told them about Jameson Price's encore of his How to Age Your Voice on Sunday, July the 28th?
Yes. Jameson Price. That's coming up, huh? That's just in, like, wow, a week and a half.
In a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He's worked on Naruto, Persona, Bungo Stray Dogs, super cool stuff. Jameson Price.
Yeah, Jameson is an amazing coach. We've worked with him for years. He knows his stuff. He's very passionate about vocal care in particular. And of course, when it comes to playing characters who are either younger or older than what you naturally sound like, he's found his way around and knows some tips and tricks on how to do that safely without breaking your vocal instrument or straining it. And that's very important as a professional.
That's so cool. Okay, we're putting a link to that in the chat for people on stream as well.
Yep.
And we have.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, the Saturday, July 27th session is currently sold out, but the Sunday, July 28th session still should have some tickets left. So if you are going to register, you're going to register for the Sunday encore edition. Be lucky to have you there. It's an amazing time. You'll get to work with Jameson. He's an amazing coach, wonderful fellow, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're out there listening and you're curious about some of our workshops and which one you should take, Jameson is one I would highly recommend.
Awesome. Any questions about upcoming workshops, voice acting, D&D, how to get involved with the membership, anything?
Saturday, July 27th session is currently sold out, but the Sunday, July 28th session still should have the tickets left. So if you are going to register, you're going to register for the
Let's see.
Sunday.
Hi, Robert.
How many people are usually in a class? When you say sold out, how many tickets do you sell?
We usually try to aim for 15 participant slots and maybe 2 or 3 auditor spaces, although recently I think we're trying to look at maybe shrinking that back to maybe 12, especially for the larger masterclass format ones that we do, like with our casting director friends and whatnot. So if there's a space available, then I would highly recommend you get it before someone else does, because these tickets can go fast.
All right. Well, what do you think? You want to do a couple more songs before we call it?
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So we were halfway through. Okay. So, again, to reiterate for like the 50th time, for the people who have just joined, there will be a link that's at the top, now at the top of the Zoom chat, to join our Discord server, and there will be in a pinned comment in the general chat, you can join something called a jam session that allows you to listen along on Spotify with us through your own device, because Zoom audio is weird and it's not very good if we do it that way. So we were about almost exactly like halfway through the album. So let's play the next song, Car 24. I love this one. It's so happy and whimsical and fun. I think this one's one of the ones that's used. Is this one used in I remember being used in scenes with like Ed and Ein featured in it, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Well, it's very them. They're pretty silly.
It's
What's the
very
go on?
them. Um. Oh, this is. We haven't done this yet. Okay, so on the back of the vinyl, there is something that I wanted to. That I
Oh, the
wanted
jam
to-
stopped.
Oh, the jam stopped?
Yeah, you're right. Let's.
Oh, we need to copy a new link to the jam session. Oh
hold
no.
on, let's do that real quick.
Okay. Did that happen every time we paused it?
I think, bruh.
Bro.
No.
Damn.
Oh no.
This is the first time it's happening. I mean, I'm still listening to the song because it started playing as soon as you ended the jam, but
Oh, okay. We will have
That's a new link in
we have a
general.
new link in the Discord chat.
I think it's because we paused it for too long.
Yeah, probably. Okay. So
Alright.
we can resume now on this new link.
Yeah,
Okay,
new
so
links in
anyway.
general, by the way.
Okay. So
Was that Rush?
you came here just in time after our intermission. We were about to.
Hey, boss.
Hey, what's up, man? I can turn your camera on.
I'm actually waiting for my bus. I'm on my way home from this meeting that I was doing for a thing.
Oh, okay. Sounds good then. Are you roasting up there in Vancouver too?
Oh yeah, it's like 30 degrees Celsius up here.
Damn.
A couple days ago it was like 32.
Yikes.
Yeah, they think Vancouver's gonna turn into like a beach resort eventually.
Really? I thought it was cold.
I'm not joking. Actually, the city planners are they know that in 4 years they're going to be a beach resort. So they're already planning.
Kind of sad.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, we're not thinking about it here. We're really in trouble. They're at least planning for it.
Climate change is real,
They know what's going on.
but no one tell you otherwise.
Yeah, we'll have a beach over here.
There you go. I know. Did you see the model they have in San Francisco Bay Area? It's going to be this will be
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Oh,
So
wow.
he'll be about
Yeah, at least
half a mile from you. Unless they build that, you know. Yeah, crazy, right?
So, something that was really
Oh,
interesting.
Caroline.
Oh, Caroline is here.
Hello,
Hello.
Caroline.
There's someone in the Twitch chat. Oh, by the way, there was something that I wanted to ask you for like very special exclusive questions with Raj Ramaya. So we have been talking a lot about how Yoko Kanno's ideology with this soundtrack has been different from other soundtracks. Instead of like just trying to do pastiches of genre, she made her songs based off of like emotion and experiences and trying to get into the mind of the characters in a way that was like different from just like, okay, I want you to make a song in a certain genre or for a certain scene. And I wanted to ask you, has anything about like working with Yoko Kanno, has any of her ideology, has it influenced your music work in any way? And is there any specific like music ideology about how you go about creating your music that you'd like to share with us?
I mean, I've been super inspired. I think that Japan's a big influence because they're so everything is so thought out, and I hate to say premeditated, but everything, the details are really important. So there's spontaneity, but there's a lot of thought that goes into everything. There's always a story behind the song. The lyrics are meticulous, the structures of everything are meticulous. Things are very detailed, and I think I got a lot of that from working with them in Japan. And the idea that the song is the most important thing. It's not about you, it's about the song. So it's like give everything to the song, give everything to your art, and that's the payment in itself. It's interesting in Japan that artists never ask how much they're going to get paid. They never. It's considered rude to ask how much you're getting paid, and that goes for any artist in Japan. Asking first how much you're going to get paid is never the first thing they ask. The first thing is ask, well, what can I do? How can I make this the best it can be? And from that, they become successful. So you see that reflected in Japanese culture. There's so much detail and so much quality of work produced. Like these little mom restaurants on the side of the street. They're going to be excellent. You know they're going to be excellent. They're it's hard to find a bad restaurant or poorly made products in Japan. It's just because of the way they think. And I'm glad I got a great team here. They're like that too. A lot of attention to detail and producing quality. So I think that's what I learned from them is to take everything you do, take it seriously, and do your very absolute best at it. Right? That's what that whole otaku. You guys know what otaku means? That nerd mindset comes from Japan.
We know what otaku
by being
means here.
so like into what you do.
Caroline's
right?
joining the stream.
And I think that's what makes Japan special, and Yoko Kanno's no exception to that. She's a special person who puts 110% into everything she does. Otherwise, she won't do it.
Oh, Caroline.
Hey, Caroline.
Hey, Carol.
Yeah, and I think we were talking about like even when like the sessions were over and stuff, when Yoko Kanno was off the job, she was like still working on composing the music for it. Like she made so much music for the series. I
remember after concerts or anything, we always have like a drinking session, right? Everyone would get together and have a big a party after any session. Then the company would pay Bandai, whoever Victor would pay for it.
That's the Nomikai, right?
Yeah, Nomikai, yeah. And then all the artists would show up and everyone would just start getting drunk, but she wouldn't even drink. She just I gotta go back to the studio. And I'd be like, wow. I'm like, wow, we just been rehearsing and playing and it's the end and we're all celebrating and then we're going to go home and she doesn't even have a drink. She just goes, says hi, and then heads straight back to the studio again to do it. And that's I think that's the key to her success and to a lot of Japanese companies actually like you guys.
Cooking 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7.
And
they just
even
never end.
even with like the specific like musicians in the seatbelts, all of them, like from the singers to the lyricists to all of the performers in general, like the fact that everyone was so good at their craft that like especially for like the instrumental songs, like we were saying, like they practiced and they knew their instruments so well that it only took them like 1 or 2 takes to get like the most perfect, like those absolutely iconic solos that you hear in those songs, like just improvised from their head. Like it takes a lot of hard work to do something that takes only a small amount of time to get like perfectly. Like it takes a lot of thinking to do something that then like you play your instrument without even having to think about it. Essentially, is the thing. Like it takes experience to know your instrument so well that it becomes like almost a part of you and a part of an extension of your emotions and the way you play it, like that you know your way around it that well, that you know how to execute those like emotional beats so perfectly. And that's something that I really appreciate about the seatbelts that we've been talking about. And also I wanted to ask, like, going off of that, like what are like, this is just such a generic interview question or whatever that I'm about to ask right now, but like what are like some of the things, like artists or styles of music or stuff that has like influenced your music the most?
Obviously a lot of Japanese artists, working with a lot of Japanese artists for over the years, a lot of Japanese composers and singers and songwriters have influenced my music. But in Japan there's a different taste of Western music too. The stuff that we like in the US is very different from what people like in Japan. They're oriented a lot more towards a lot of European bands, a lot of British bands, a lot of French bands. Obscure people in Japan love obscure music, and I think I picked up a lot of that from them, finding obscure artists and they love a lot of Australian artists too, Australian, British, French artists, and we don't really listen to a lot of that in the US. It's just we listen to American music for the most part, right? So I think that's kind of what I got from them, is to dig around and find really cool, unique, obscure kind of bands and really get into them.
Yeah.
And I know everybody here is like that too. Me showing these obscure bands, I'm like, oh my god, this band's amazing. I can't. There's some metal bands you're showing me, some progressive rock bands.
Yeah.
Both of you guys were showing me the other day. I was like, oh my god. And that's how people are here now. But 30 years ago, people here were not doing that.
Yeah,
they were listening
very
to
isolationist.
Yeah, it was MTV, American, and British bands. Some British bands, but mostly
like
American.
Bowie and that's kind of Bowie and the Beatles. And that's kind of
It was like the same 30 bands. It was like what are they called? Maroon 5. It's like everything's Maroon 5. Like, how
gosh.
much Maroon 5 can you take?
I
Now,
know.
now
After
it's
a
all
while.
Taylor Swift.
Now it's all Taylor Swift. It's like, oh my
I
god.
mean, I guess the the fact that like now streaming services and social media and the internet in general has allowed for the globalization of so many different styles of music, so that people can find things that they never even knew existed before and open themselves up to learning about all kinds of new music, and that then influences them to create music in that style, and like, and everybody sort of shares the inspiration with each other. If that makes sense.
Like throat singing.
Yeah, The Who. Or
We had a
Oh,
throat
we
singing
had-
workshop.
We had a throat singing. Oh, you came to it. The throat singing. Did you come to the throat singing workshop we had?
No, I didn't. I knew.
Okay. We had a he actually won. He's American. He's Latino American, Enrique, and he actually won the Tuvan throat singing contest in Mongolia.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
insane.
And then it's crazy. This is the even weirder thing about it. He contacted me about something about teaching, and then just as he did that, Sony Music contacted me and said, "We're looking for a throat singer." You know? And
Wow.
I'm kidding. I thought, what? Did somebody like? Did you
The stars
make
aligned.
this up? They asked for a throat singer. I said, "Well."
And how long ago was that?
Coming here to do a workshop on Mongolian throat singing. I was like, this is the most bizarre thing. So he's on a game. I'll try and find the name of the game. Actually, let me look it up. Hang on, I'll find it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me find the name of the game.
Oh
It
my
wasn't
gosh,
Star
the song
Wars,
we've
was
been
it?
listening-
What, Rain?
Yeah, the song we've been listening to is Rain, and we haven't even talked about that. I think,
Oops.
yeah, is the version of the song. This is another one of the ones where like the alternate version that isn't even like on the soundtrack albums. I think.
Mhm.
is the one
Yeah,
that they
this is
have,
the
right?
Steve Conti version, correct?
Yeah, and I believe the Mayamane version is the one that plays in the show, right?
Yeah, Maya Mane's version is the one that plays in the show and that everyone knows. Steve's version, I think, was the one they intended to use,
I think
and
they
mine
use it
was
in the
the
dub.
alternate.
Oh,
They use it in the dub.
that's interesting. Okay, and then, oh, it's already switched to the next song. Okay, the next one is Digging My Potato, which was one that was like really especially heavily featured in episode 6, Sympathy for the Devil. And with this one, it was really surprising because it was very difficult to figure out who the harmonica player for this one was, because there are sources that will tell you like completely differing information on it. So like, you know, you would initially assume it was Yuichiro Seno, but actually this one I think was from one of the international performers, I think named Bill Linus, and I'm not sure about that because as much as I have been gushing about the seatbelts, one thing that is a biatch to research about them is the fact that sometimes, like, it is very difficult to find, like, credits, like, specific credits on albums of people who played on specific songs. So you can look
I think
and
this
you
one
look
has.
really hard.
They just have
Is
like,
that
a whole
sometimes
list
due to
of, like,
licensing?
On one of the special books.
They have like
apparently.
all of them.
Hey, yo, my bad. Excuse me, yo.
They have, like,
I've
all of
never
them.
been to
They
one
have
of
all
these
them.
before, but I just wanted to say what's up.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Nice to see you
What's
here.
up? Nice to see you. How long have y'all been doing this?
Okay, it's actually
About an hour.
Nintendo Switch.
It's an hour,
Nintendo
I
Switch,
think.
and an artist, artist name is Soraya, Soriah, Soraya, and I think it's called Solomon Program. Is the name of the
We were
game.
talking about a game previously. What was
It's kind of breaking up. Can you write it in the chat?
Topic so much.
We were talking about throat
Wait, me?
and this throat singing instructor.
throat singing, yeah.
Yeah, and Raj was sharing about how there was a throat singer who contacted him to do a workshop. This was like 3 years ago. To answer your question, we've been running the workshops about 3 years.
Yeah,
And this is one of the first workshops we did.
Yeah, but the first workshops. we
And
did.
this throat singer had contacted Raj about doing this workshop, and then shortly thereafter, just a couple of days later, this Switch game called Raj and was like, "We're producing this game, Solomon
Program.
Solomon Program. We need a throat singer." And Raj was like, "I have a guy."
It's like,
Yeah, I had found you guys on Backstage.
What was that?
Oh,
I saw I was messing around on Backstage, just kind of like I was in like a void or whatever, just like
Oh, from
trying to get into anything I could, and I just found you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's cool. Yeah. We've been
Nice.
posting our listings for voice acting on Backstage for the last few months. So that's cool that
Oh, shit.
that's how you found us.
So what y'all trying to make? Yeah, what y'all trying to make?
Well,
What's been y'all like latest work yet like so far?
Oh, so basically, what we do at Strawberry Hill Studio is are we are a company that works on the soundtrack, sound design, voice acting, all of that sort of thing for things from anything from anime to games to film to TV to commercials and like
yeah, recently there was a show for Canadian television called Our Big Punjabi Family that
Like I could definitely see you in like My Hero Academia. Like you, I don't know what your name is, but like you, I could see you in that. Like you got that female character. Like you know how like Deku is like weird, like how he be talking and stuff like that. Like you
the
talk just
animated
like
voice
that.
acting.
Yeah. Oh, yo, you just like that. That's cool as shit. But
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm looking for like a coach, like who I can like go one on one with.
yeah, yeah, we have a whole roster of voice actors who've done all kinds of anime, like My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah, yo, Zayd, I got you, Zayd.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
we drop
Yeah,
a link?
we
Can
can
you?
drop a link to the website. Yeah.
There are links in the chat.
Hold on.
Bet, 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 bet,
I'll
bet.
put a fresh one up.
Yeah. Let's
Oh no. The music stopped playing. Okay. We gotta. Where's the EP?
here. I'll find it real quick.
Where's the EP?
I'll put the link in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, Austin. We'll put the link to the website in the chat.
Copy and paste is your friend.
All right.
What plan is this?
That's not. Oh, it's that one. Okay, I thought that was the other one.
Okay.
Alright, let me,
Anyways,
like, exit this.
we have the jam session working. Is it still working for everyone there? Because now we are on the EP. Oh, it's just the Knocking on Heaven's Door EP, which is the one that has songs that Raj Ramaya, our boss, has actually worked on for the Cowboy Bebop movie, which are the songs Ask DNA, and he did the songwriting for Cosmic Dare.
Yeah, that song's a bop. Yeah, right. Let me.
Oh, did you figure out how to post
Yeah, I
it?
put the link in the chat if you want to check out our workshops, our courses, our coaches, all that information. So we have lots of resources
Yeah.
to help you get your voice acting career.
I, I'm already a member,
Oh,
and like
sweet.
I try to go on there and like see the list of like what's it called, coaches and whatnot, and like I don't, for some reason I can't see anything.
Oh, okay. Let me give you the link to the page that shows everyone who we've worked with. Is that what you want to do? All our
Yeah,
yeah.
because I would just like email them and be like, hey, like, what's your schedule like? I'm willing to, get the best out of my membership.
Yeah, feel free to just like contact us through email or if you are like joined on our Discord, you can also like chat with us through there, or send us a DM or whatever. We are always free to if you have any questions, just feel free to ask and we will be happy to help.
Yeah.
For sure. Thank you.
And
I'm at work right now, so I can't stay too long.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for coming through. And Austin just sent a link in the chat to our email that so if you ever need to contact us, feel free to do it through info@strawberryhillmusic.com.
Thank you. I love you guys. Stay blessed.
Bye.
You too, man.
See you,
Have a
Space
good one.
Cowboy. Okay.
Great fun. Oh wait, here's the.
Oh, you know what we haven't done yet?
Oh, we haven't done the lore. Hold up.
We haven't done the lore.
Drop.
Okay, so there was a very funny thing about the seatbelts that we have to share with you today, and that is the fact that the seatbelts themselves are a part of the lore of the Cowboy Bebop story, like the band itself, not just the music, like being almost like a so anyways, so the seatbelts themselves are almost like characters in the story. Oh, Ask DNA is playing, which is the song that Raj sings on. Awesome. Okay.
Should we get him?
Oh yeah, we should ask him about the song.
Yeah. Alright, can you go
So, in the meantime, on this vinyl, they had a description of like what the seatbelts like lore was in the story, like the fake lore of the characters of the seatbelts. That is really funny. I don't know if we want to ask after Raj has come here or not. Should we?
Oh, you really wanna come here? Or what?
Raj, they're playing. We're playing Ask
nice.
DNA.
Okay.
Find your song.
Do you have any fun?
Your
facts
big
about it?
hit, your number one hit.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So were you? I know you like wrote the lyrics and the melody, like did songwriting stuff on Cosmic Dare. Was this song just one that you sang on, or was it one that like you also wrote?
I have a partial writing credit on it, and
nice.
and then I yeah, of course, singing on it as well. So yeah, it's just we did lots and lots of demos, right? So I did lots of demos with Yoko. I actually met her originally. I was doing singing TV commercials in Japan.
Yeah,
So
I remember you told me the stories.
Just crappy little studio, underground studio. Remember, there were like cockroaches in the studio. And it was just like, this tiny little place, and she was sweating over a keyboard in the summer heat and saying, come on in and sing this. And so, a lot of the composers in Japan actually, a lot of them do TV commercials. That's a big part of how they make a living. They do lots and lots of TV commercials, which are really lucrative. So a lot of them are when they're not doing anime and games, they're doing TV commercials and TV shows
Jingles.
and NHK shows and things like that. So the anime and the games are the glamorous part of it, right? That's where the glamour is. That's the sexy thing, right? But the real bread and
Yeah, that's what everybody wants to do.
No one wants to hear about the celery.
What's that?
No one wants to hear about the celery.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Exactly. Everyone wants to be glamorous, games and stuff like that. So, but cool, man. So, yeah. I mean, I hope you guys could join us, and I'd love to get some feedback about, what you liked about the stream, and what maybe you guys could leave some comments about what we could do better next time, or what you would like to see. Maybe.
Bye, Caroline.
Yeah.
Caroline's peacing out.
Bye, Caroline.
Yeah. So you can maybe leave us some
Sweet
notes
Caroline,
about,
bye bye.
Thanks. I mean, we can always invite some of our voice actors to join us on the streams if you wanted to meet them, or if
I think she's invited.
If there's any musicians or composers that you're like, hey, I'd love to meet this person, we can at least try to get them onto the stream. And if that would, to at least if we know what everyone's interested in, we could make an effort to invite them, and try and hopefully get some people and give us suggestions, maybe what you'd like to see on the stream, how we can, make it more interesting for you. And yeah, that'd be really helpful for us, actually.
Oh, she said I'm still here. I was trying to say goodbye to our other friend who left. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
my bad.
Bye to the other friend.
Okay.
So, do I read the thing?
I'll read it.
Oh, okay. It is time for us to read the Seatbelts fictional lore.
Oh, yeah.
It's very silly. It's an exclusive reading. The Seatbelts, led by the sound producer YK, are very hot and cool and anarchy and peace and hard and soft and a potato-like band. In 2048, immediately they got famous in the solar system music scene. It was said that the name of them came from their unique style of performance. All members wear seatbelts for safety while they are playing. The members of the Seatbelts have extraordinarily diverse styles of music, which gives a wide variety to their own sound. However, personal information about them has been completely concealed. Producer YK likes to refer to standard tunes which many space jazzmen in Ganymede use as basis for improvisation as the traditional global form. That YK is the leading interpreter of this form is a fact which YK has proven since she first attained prominence in the solar system music scene. The recording of their first album, Cowboy, Bebop, are from what could be called the Seatbelts' a bar of sweet potato paste period. I don't know what the name of this period really means. Tank, the first tune in this album, was ranked number 1 in the solar system music hit chart in 2056. This tune really established YK as a stylist and also a great sound producer as well. During the late 40s and early 50s, the Seatbelts traveled around the plants for concerts in the Digging My Potato tour. Recently, I came across an interview with YK. We really enjoyed playing in large audiences. We could stay safe during our play because we all wore seatbelts, Then we got relaxed, and it was fun. She continued with laughter. There was only one thing we didn't enjoy on the tour. That's Sea Rats in Ganymede. She is planning to release a new album named Vitamin List, Cowboy Bebop No Disc, in the future. I'm really looking forward to listening to her new works soon.
That's punk.
That is punk.
See, I don't like. I know Raj performed at the Seatbelts concert back in Shibuya AX. Did they actually wear seatbelts when they performed, Raj? Can you confirm?
I do not.
That'd be really funny if they did, though.
Yeah, as we were talking about that earlier in the stream, that the Shibuya AX concert, the only footage of it that's available on YouTube and like through released to the public in general, I think was just like, if I remember correctly, a select few of the songs, and there was like a whole set list of a bunch of songs that like I really wished I could see what they would have been performed live, and I wonder if those other songs were even like recorded on video, like whether those live performances were recorded. I wonder if that's like some secret lost media information about the sequence.
Well, I imagine it's probably like the Tanabata 2009 concert, if anything.
Oh,
They
yeah,
have
I
it
heard about
stashed
that one.
somewhere in the vault.
Somewhere in the vault.
Oh, what concert?
The Tanabata Festival concert in. You said it was the 2009 one?
Yeah, 2009, July 7th. It was a big thing. That was basically, if I recall correctly, I think that was Yoko Kanno's anniversary composing for anime.
Oh.
And because of that, she decided to get the seatbelts together and play like a bunch of different songs from across her anime career.
Dude, we're
Um,
the band back together.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, Scott Matthew was there, Steve Conti, Maya Mane. Raj was invited, but he was in the middle of a move, I think, so they couldn't find him in time.
Oh.
So he missed out on it.
Oh no. Big fumble on Ross's part there.
Well, I don't think it was a fumble.
I give him crap for this every day.
Yeah,
And
he
there was
missed
also-
out on the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, there was another thing called Online Tanabata Festival. Was it in like 2020? It was like a quarantine, like a virtual seatbelt.
Yeah, that was during the pandemic, and that was, I think, one of the ways that Yoko wanted to try and cheer everybody up. Because from what I understand, and don't quote me directly on this because I don't know all the details, but she was supposed to appear at the Flying Dog 10th anniversary concert in Japan. I actually went there expecting to see her perform, but she got sick at the last second.
Oh,
So
no.
she had to drop out. And I remember Maya Sakamoto singing Platina, and like during the bridge, she actually made up new lyrics to the song, lamenting Yoko Kanno's getting sick and leaving her by herself on stage.
Oh,
Wow.
Damn.
But yeah, in response to that, Yoko wanted to try and make things up for the fans internationally, so she put together the Tanabata concert for the international audience. I remember seeing that online, and then of course there was also Session Stardust, and I was part of that too, and that was a fun time.
Yeah. All the Session Stardust videos and stuff are really super cool. Those are
Yeah,
on
like
YouTube available to watch.
yeah, I can definitely say that like I'm the one who does the tag for Tank in the Session Stardust video.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Let's jam.
I think in the original Tim Jensen does it, right? Who is like a lyricist for Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I think Tim was the one who originally did the original,
I think it's
and then
cool.
because yeah, the funny thing is I don't think any of the other people on the track thought of doing it. Everyone else played their instruments. I was the only one who thought about doing the tag.
You're like, wait, we're missing like the most important, the only lyrics to this song.
Exactly. So I got to do the tag, and it was a huge honor. It was amazing. And then separate from Session Stardust was the COVID charity single we did with Mason Lieberman, which Raj was on.
That was the Real Folk Blues one, right?
Yeah, the Real Folk Blues.
That one is so super cool. I mean, they're all so super cool because they're the seatbelts, but still. Anyway.
Yeah, I literally just got home right now, so I was on the bus the entire time, and I literally just got home.
Oh wow! Well, thank you for joining this stream.
Yeah.
It's been super helpful to.
You've been on
I mean, I can talk more, but if you're wrapping up, then whatever. But I can't talk more now that I'm actually home.
3 more songs technically.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, 2.
We got 2 more songs. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, what you reminded me about, like, Yoko Kanno wrote is it the third opening for Cardcaptor Sakura? The thing about researching Yoko Kanno is that okay, this is like a really long-winded way to explain this, but there was like a theory that was like on YouTube that was like it was like some sort of the Garfield theory or whatever, that like once you realize, like once you acknowledge in your mind that like Garfield the cat is you like once you think about it, you will see Garfield merch everywhere because for some reason he's just everywhere. You will see him in every store in every game or whatever. And the the thing about
I do see
Yoko Kanno,
him everywhere. I live in Muncie, Indiana, where Jim Davis is from.
Oh my
So
god.
I see Garfield everywhere.
oh my gosh. Yeah, you're
Also
Yes.
Bob Ross.
an amplified version of that.
Wow.
And the thing about that is like there should be like a Yoko Kanno theory of like when you watch anime, like you will recognize once you recognize Yoko Kanno's style, you will realize that Yoko Kanno has written for like everything. She's written for Macross, like so if you hear that one nyan nyan ni ha nyan meme that like got really popular, she was the one who composed that meme as well as the rest of the like the incredible
Oh yeah, that one.
soundtrack.
I can try and do that one. I can try. I will attempt to sing it, and hopefully nobody gets. Yeah.
That one. And like she produced for Cardcaptor Sakura. She did all this crazy stuff, and you'll end up like
Spy
finding...
Family.
Yeah. Oh, that's another
Yeah.
thing. She worked with Ado, recently for Spy Family. Was it like the second opening?
It was the season 2 opening one.
Season 2
Oh.
opening one, Kura Kura. Which that was another like we're getting the band back together moment for the seatbelts because the seatbelts were also like who performed
Yeah, they did all
on
the Brat
that
like
song.
the instrumentation on that.
Yeah.
They were going crazy on that, and I was like, I wonder why it was sounding like so good. I'm like, damn, this song is like
Yeah.
fire.
Like,
And I'm like, oh, Yoko Kanno and the seatbelts are on it. Like, and how they do such a wide range of like styles in like 4 minutes. It's like crazy. They go from like just like normal jazz to, like bossa nova to like prog and like all this like crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
have
bro,
like
what is
J
going
rock
on?
at one point, and then there's another point where they just go into an avant-garde like freestyling thing.
It's like crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy. The seatbelts
Only
have
Yoko
a
Kanno
lot of
can do that.
energy. Yeah, only Yoko Kanno could make those blend together in that sort of way.
Yeah. Honestly, my big dream is that they do an actual full seatbelts reunion. They have everybody come back.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
flying
everybody
out
who
of Japan, bro.
surviving.
They do that, and it's in Japan.
Yeah.
I'm flying, bro. I'm
Yeah,
going.
me too.
I'm instantly buying a ticket.
Instantly going.
My ticket is bought.
Well, hopefully we can make that happen in the future. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so.
That'd be so like dope.
Yeah. This is
So I'm just trying to switch out of my phone and onto the actual Zoom at home now that I'm actually home.
okay. This is the.
So I may drop out and then log back in.
Okay. That's totally fine. In fact, I think we are on the last song here.
Yeah.
Is it real?
Oh, here's the
About
record
Cowboy
for that,
Bebop?
actually. Here's the-
And we have the vinyl for that as well. We have all of them because we have the vinyl box set that Raj got from bestowed upon him from the convention when he did a concert there. Was it? Oh my gosh, I forgot which convention it was. That
I
it
think
came
it was
from. Anime
in
Midwest?
Chicago.
No.
It was one in Chicago.
Okay, probably
was,
Anime Midwest.
No, it was the one before that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I
Whatever.
don't remember which one it was. At
we'll
a
come back to that.
convention. So, here's the visual for this. And if you see right here, and on the back, Yoko Kanno is in both of these pictures.
Yeah, I think that was in Asakusa, I think.
Yeah. Raj was talking to us about like the creation of this photo on the first screen. Oh look. And a little fun thing that you can see now that you can see the intricate details of this cover for this. There's someone over here. There's like text bubbles. There's someone over here just saying seatbelts, and someone over here saying ask DNA, and like comic bubbles on there, which I did not notice before.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I'm just switching over to the other machine now, so you can actually see me.
I think.
You see my face. So give me just a second while I do that.
All right. Awesome.
You made it.
Yes, I have arrived.
The man. The man.
Finally, I have arrived. I'm just actually gonna leave my phone so it gets a little less confusing. There we go.
Oh,
Don't know
while
how
we're
much of my
talking
data
about
I used
Ado,
up.
Caroline in the chat just said Ado. Yes, Ado has an absolutely incredible voice and an absolutely amazing range, and the fact that she was able to collaborate with musicians that also had such like an amazing range, that's like a super group on top of a super group.
Yeah, I remember I went to a concert in the city, and then some dude there was like, "Yeah, I saw Otto the day before." I'm like, "What?" Like, that was in LA. How do you get up here so fast?
Oh my god.
And you're doing a concert the next day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, I think that
Oh yeah,
was
so many
a
supers,
nice-
so many supers. Yeah, I'd personally love to see Yoko Kanno do a reunion thing with Raj and everybody. I hope it'll happen. I'd love to make it happen. I'd love to personally I'd love the chance to do the Cowboy Bebop tank intro in front of so many people personally.
Oh, that
Unless
would
Tim
be
Jensen
so
gets to
cool.
do it again.
That'd
But
be
that's
dope. Yeah.
that's neither here nor there.
You could do it at the same time.
But yeah, I'm very glad to have made it in through the end. I'm sorry I was out in the field. I had a meeting to go to, so I think I missed the majority of the stream, but glad I was able to at least come in for maybe the tail end of it, I guess.
That's okay. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing your own insight and your own stories with us too.
Well, honestly, I'm more interested in what Raj has to say because he's the one who's got all the stories. He's the one who worked on Cowboy Bebop and Wolf's Rain and all those things.
Oh, we need to bring Raj back. Where'd he go? For our finale of the stream.
Hi, Caroline.
Hello.
All right.
Are we done for
Yeah, we're about to be.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
We have Raj on for the
this is the
finale
finale.
of our
Thanks
stream.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming out today, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us. This was super cool. And please, like, even just now, if you just like, I don't care if you want to blurt out feedback right now. We're just saying give your feedback in the Discord server. Share your thoughts on how the stream was. It was mostly just me ranting cool fun facts about the seatbelts. I apologize for that. I mean, I guess that's sort of what it was advertised as, but whatever. You know, that's what y'all were here for. But if you would like to, maybe like, if you would like to say what kind of what other voice actors or musicians in our roster that you would like to have on a stream that we could that we could ask questions to and everything in another community stream in the future, or maybe other anime albums that you would like us to do listening parties for, now that we know that this format was actually working pretty well. Thank you for helping us and cooperating to make it a success. Just please let us know either now or later whatever feedback you have. For those that I'm guessing everyone who's here now was in the Discord, but just like for everyone on Twitch chat and all of the different streaming chats as well, feel free to join our Discord and be a part of our wonderful community, and be sure to join us for our next stream, which will be hosted by Gavin and is a super special D&D stream that I don't know if there's any other points that you would like to bring up about that. Gavin, I will turn the tables to you.
Oh, who? Me?
If you have anything, any other sign off of what you would like to.
For your D&D stream.
No. I just look forward to seeing 5 or 6 players excited, ready to play. Give me those backstories. Well, I'll work with you in the chat about them. I tend to base a lot of what I can do about characters and their stories. So I have I have something prepared that's stock, but it really becomes personal when you guys get involved. So
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to work with you on this super fun D&D project. And also in the chat, I think Austin also reposted the link to Gavin's session there if you would like to find more info and sign up. And yeah, thank you all again so much for coming. I hope that maybe in the future, because I now have all the research gathered for that one video, that I could actually I can put the things that I've rambled about now into like a cohesive sort of
Hyperfixation
analysis or whatever, and because
Master's thesis.
Yeah, we are. That's
She is the
another.
master.
That's what it'll be.
That's another future project that we've been possibly working on for the studio that you can look forward to. Is that on our YouTube?
Nice.
We are planning on making videos that are like analyses of certain anime soundtracks of the people that we've worked with, or just anime musicians that we love and have inspired
And
us,
Video game.
and video games as well,
Yeah.
of course.
Very nice.
So yeah, look forward to that. Look forward to. There's always going to be either there's going to be every Tuesday we're going to have a different kind of stream, whether it be a D&D stream or whether it be a community stream where we either bring someone else on or we chat about the works that we've participated in. And yeah, I thank you all for coming with us on this space journey that we've been on today, and I hope you join us for the next one. You all are super.
This is a great community, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love everyone so much.
We love
in
it.
this
It's been
community.
growing nicely too. We're really happy about everything. So it's been
Yeah.
It's dope.
Can't wait to see how much it grows in the future too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so
Exponential.
much. Guys. Great meeting you all. Take care.
See you, Space Cowboys.
See you, Space Cowboys.
You're gonna carry that weight.
You're gonna carry
Yeah,
that
for
way
real.
for real.
The bark noises.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys. Bye bye.
All right.
Take care.
Have a good one.